Hello, good evening to you. The Scottish Greens have issued an ultimatum to the Finance Secretary, telling him the budget won't be passed unless he puts up tax for higher earners. In his keynote autumn conference speech, the party's co-convener Patrick Harvie also demanded an above-inflation pay rise for public sector workers. Here's your political correspondent, Andrew Kerr.
From fracking to smacking, the Greens say they're leading the change in Scottish politics. They've now set their sights on tax hikes ahead of the budget.
We need fairer, genuinely progressive taxation. And if I'm not paying more tax, if MSPs aren't paying more tax by the end of it, then I think that will be an inadequate settlement.
There's also a demand for a fully funded, above-inflation pay rise for the public sector, with this ultimatum for the Finance Secretary.
If you want Green support, these are the areas where you're going to have to listen and you're going to have to act.
The SNP do need support to pass the budget, as they're a minority government. The Greens helped out last time, but their critics said they'd rolled over. They say they'll hold to their principles.
We need to see redistribution of wealth in Scotland. We need to see public sector pay increase. We need to see our public sector workers, like our nurses, properly compensated for the really valuable work that they do.
This is the time of year when the Scottish Greens flex their political muscles. We'll find out how successful they've been when the draft budget is published in mid-December. Andrew Kerr, reporting Scotland, Edinburgh.
The family of an Aberdeenshire man who's missing in Vietnam say they fear he's been kidnapped. The First Minister has called for dialogue between Spain and Catalonia as the Spanish Prime Minister outlines plans to remove Catalonia's leaders and to take control of the region. Speaking after opening the Institute for New Economic Thinking's conference in Edinburgh, Nicola Sturgeon said it wasn't for anyone on the outside to say how decisions should be made, but that the EU could play a part in helping to resolve any confrontation.
Surely it must be time now for the Spanish government and the Catalonian government to come together to discuss the way forward, to find a way that respects the rule of law but also respects democracy and the right of people in Catalonia to decide their own future. And if there is a role that the EU can play in that to try to mediate that kind of discussion, then yes, I think it should consider doing so.
Football, and the League Cup holders Celtic defeated Hibernian 4-2 in the first of this weekend's semi-finals. Chris McLaughlin reports.